Made it to
Get
you.
back on my ship.
And I managed not to fall off the side. I think I'm actually on top of the cockpit here. What the heck?
Why did that...
I'm just watching on Twitch and I saw this guy come in like a bat out of hell. Did you launch your SLDF as you were litho braking?
And then proceeded to beat her ship to the ground and then get smacked by her own ship.
Do you have your handbrake on? No, you don't. Aw.
Yeah, it's
I was gonna
definitely a
take you for a
case.
ride.
How I switch my hand.
Okay, let me do it. Okay. Wait.
I wonder if I can land on one of these things.
All that comes to mind is that quote from Ace Ventura, "Like a glove."
I really need to remember how to work the cameras because I want to see what it looks like with my SRV sat on top of this ship. Gonna have a look at the control bindings.
Oh, there's a purple one. I'm gonna have to try and land on the purple one. Who's the purple one?
Well, there's the purple orca or the purple anaconda.
Yeah, there's a couple of purple
Anaconda.
ships here.
That would be me.
And the purple anaconda is Wolfgandy. And the Darlington's Wish, which is still rocking its Orion Expedition tag.
Oops, my bad. Where would I change that?
You would have to do it in a library menu on a carrier.
Yeah. Oh! Hello.
Did you... Wait, hold on. Oh, no, okay, no, we're not gonna just all ignore that. How do you... Okay, what is the name of that thing where you go in to repaint your ship again real quick? Just checking.
Livery.
Livery.
We're livery.
Oh, don't correct him! I'm not crazy! We all heard it!
What did he actually say? I missed it.
He said livery.
Okay. Understand the mistake.
Tomato.
No, it's, I mean, it's
It's a Navy thing, I know.
yeah.
You know what we call it over in the Army? Cark.
Fair.
Sounds
That
legit.
front landing gear.
Which it actually took me 10 years to find out that CARC stands for Chemical Attack Resistant Coating.
Oh, is that gray stuff that everything's painted with? In the
It's
Navy? Or the...
I'm sure the Navy is the way too, but it's the and or green and black paint that the Army paints all their
Oh,
vehicles with.
right.
And if you start grinding it off and it turns into dust, it is literal death.
What?
Yeah, it's like, do not breathe it.
I have control.
Oh.
Fighter retrieval initiated, Commander.
Yeah, good
Well,
good friend of mine...
it's its own absorbent chemical compound. Like it's like asbestos, except 1,000 times worse, basically.
It sounds almost as if you're painting the tanks with a regolith from the moon.
Let's see. Park paint contains several chemical compounds that can be hazardous when inhaled or exposed to the skin, including isocyanides, solvents, toluene, I'm not even going to attempt that, TDI.
If you manage
Wow.
to park on that side of Code Satsuma, I'm going to be super impressed because I spent probably a good 5 minutes trying to land the damn ship.
Challenge accepted.
Arguably,
I
you're
love the actual
That's
the
weird.
actual the VA public health announcement on Kark paint. Inhaling Kark during the painting and drying process can be harmful. Dry Kark poses no hazards, except pretty much always.
I have control.
It's like,
Wow.
that is so VA. Like,
Bay doors closed. Hangar
Yep.
secure, Commander.
Victory.
Bravo.
Poses no inherent hazards other than certain death.
it's
not service connected.
So
Not
it
service
says,
connected.
it
Nope.
says specifically poses no hazards except during welding and sanding. But what that actually means is like any kind of abrasion that atomizes and turns the paint itself into an inhalant dust, which could be anything.
It's a pretty yellow.
So I'm thinking about all the
Wow.
times that we were driving through like mountain roads, grinding the doors off the side while I'm up in the gun hole, just breathing it in.
Oh man.
Jess, what size shield do you have on that thing? You like lost almost everything in the landing.
All right. Well, we are just a little over half past the hour, so I want to welcome everybody of the Pacific Flotilla to Waypoint 3 for the Apollo 15 anniversary.
Yay! We made it!
We made it!
Hooray. Woo-hoo.
Waypoint 3 is named for Alfred Merrill Worden, Colonel, United States Air Force, retired. He was the command module pilot for Apollo 15. A couple of fun
The
facts.
poet of the Apollo program. That was one of his nicknames was the Apollo poet.
Yep. So that'd be fun fact number one. So
Sorry, that's just the one thing I know because I'm big into literature and all that stuff. So I already knew this guy.
it's all good. He fighter pilot, test pilot, engineer. He holds two records. The first of his records being that he has been the farthest separated human from any other human in the solar system. He accomplished that when, during one of his lunar orbits on the Apollo 15 mission, he flew, let me double check my numbers here, 2,235 miles away from any other human being.
So his orbit was a little bit higher than usual?
It was elliptical. He actually, after during Apollo 15, there was actually a problem during the landing phase, and it was Colonel Worden who actually went into the docking tunnel between the lunar module and the command module and reconnected a umbilical to fix the problem. Once they separated and proceeded to land, he fired the service module motor and came into a lower but more elliptical orbit in order to perform the scientific mission. He spent the most time in lunar orbit, conducted a lot of the mapping that we currently have of the lunar surface was conducted by Colonel Worden in Apollo 15.
Nice.
And then the other record that he holds is actually the first deep space EVA and the farthest one from Earth as of 2020, when
That would be
on the return
Go ahead. I know-
trip
I know-
back. Right. On the return trip back, he exited the command module 3 times to collect the film from the mapping and scientific cameras on the side in order to return that film into the landing module for the burn into the Earth's atmosphere. So
Right,
he
because
he
you ditched the
ahead.
service module, and yeah, you got to do that.
So farthest from Earth, he's been the farthest from any human being. He spent the most time in lunar orbit, and he was actually outside the vehicle the farthest from Earth that anyone has ever been to date.
Wow. That's got to be a hell of a view.
It's rather unfortunate that his mission was marred by a little bit of controversy with some personal items that were taken to the moon and returned back and sold commercially. The NASA actually ended up officially reprimanding the crew of Apollo 15. 2 of the pilots ended up retiring. Colonel Worden did not. He did not return to the Air Force as originally instructed. He stayed with NASA and continued on in service to the space program, although never flying again. So there's definitely some more information that y'all can dig up on Colonel Worden. Regardless of the controversy, I almost didn't want to mention it because he accomplished so much, first of all, before and during Apollo 15, and he also did so much for NASA afterwards. I even hate to just mention the controversy and the official reprimand and all that because, at least by his term, in his words, and I am fully willing to take him at his word, he didn't do it for commercial intent on his part. They were doing it to set up trust funds for their children, and they didn't expect that, the items that they took and that they gave to the collectors would be sold off as they were. So regardless, I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Colonel Worden, he's an excellent pilot, an excellent engineer. He has been a force to be reckoned with in the space program. And, I have great appreciation for his efforts all the way up to his passing in March 18th of 2020. So he left this world right before the whole world went to shit, it seems.
Yeah, good time to get out.
Yep. So, in the spirit of Colonel Worden performing his scientific mission in isolation, tonight for the Pacific meetup, I am proposing a bit of a hunt for all of us. Now, my recommendation, you can pair up, do a full wing if you like, however you guys want to do, but I suggest that we all take off from here and spread out into the local sector, and we start to look for things of note, right? Get out there, look around, look for interesting planets. Lagrange clouds would be really nice. That's actually what I'm going to be looking for. Something of exploratory note. If we find something that's particularly wild, let's go ahead and flag it. We can get the fleet together there, have a look around, fly around in it, or land on it and bop around in the SRVs. Have some fun. This is kind of a shower thought thing that I had. So if it's complete crap, please provide feedback. But my suggestion for our meetup tonight is we take the next hour and a half that we have, spread out in this local area, find some cool stuff, do some digging around. I'm sure Satsuma's going to be taking more density readings. And let's see what we can find.
I am trying my hardest not to lose you guys.
I don't seem to be able to move the SRV whilst you're moving the ship, so
Great.
you'll end in here.
Oh,
Oh no! Okay, one's off.
Do research limpets really have a... I don't think they have like an exploration purpose. I thought they were for like scanning megaships and such. Huh.
That's cool. I've never actually used them either.
See if I
I'll
can
have to
do
look.
shot across Code's nose.
So
I can see my ship from here.
Well, okay, I was just wrapping up for the night, and I noticed everybody was... It was about that time, so I'm already over at waypoint 4, and I think I'll just wish you all good luck and good night.
Well, have a good night.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Good night, Logan.
Good night.
Oh,
all right, so we can get ready to start taking off on that.
alright, let me get past these ships so I can drop these SRVs off without them completely dunking their shields.
And like
Am
I said,
cringing
y'all
on
are
somebody? Whoop. There we go.
And as I said, y'all are free to either do it on your own, as, you know, Colonel Warden did when he was alone in the command module circling the moon during Apollo 15, or you can pair up or build full wings, whichever. Let's meet up back here in the system. We'll do it
Gently.
750. Lost somebody.
I'm not sure what's going on here since you said there we go.
Alright, you make it okay?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, okay. Didn't even chip the shields.
Awesome.
There's an isolated SRV wheel just rolling around on the ground down here. It's not attached to an SRV anymore. This is
Uh-oh. Wait, did somebody blow up?
Yeah.
Aww. But yeah. Should probably put my landing gear up, huh?
All right. So I'll first check this system.
Disruptive mass? Who's behind me? There we are.
Ooh, binary system.
Aw. Whose SRV was that?
I am not sure.
That wasn't... Wait. Who fell off my ship? Was that you, Jess? Oh, okay. You didn't blow up though, did you? Okay. Gotcha.
I rolled off quite neatly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
can
had
be
to,
finicky sometimes.
I don't think they're really intended to drive on some of the ships. I don't think Frontier did the collision detection for that. really want to wing up for the exploration bit, or are we all just going to go our own ways?
You guys are totally encouraged to be in a wing if you'd like.
I think that's just the leftover landing wing.
Still have the leaving wing error on mine.
Oh, okay. Who was it that said they just got a new PC? Was it TP2?
Yep.
Yeah. The fun week at work, my work PC blew up, so I asked for a replacement. The spec I asked for was too expensive, so I asked if I could borrow the components and build it myself. I said yes. I bought all the same componentry as my own gaming rig, but one generation newer. Playing the long game, hoping that in a couple of years' time, I won't have to buy a new gaming rig, I'll just bring home my work computer.
Hello, Commander. Please stay aware of other ships around this carrier. At step 1, please follow standard docking protocols, Commander.
I thought I found an undiscovered system with 3 water worlds and somebody else has been into it.
There's some
That would
good
make it cool,
undiscovered
though.
systems out here. I found one around Waypoint 2 that had 4 water worlds.
Wow. That's a valuable system. I hope you handled those in.
I did. It was something like 20 million even after the 25% the carrier took.
For you, Commander.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, the first night I was jumping, I came across an unexplored system. And then I kind of didn't quite finish exploring it before I logged off, and the next night I came and somebody else had already turned it. It was mapped by someone else. It was kind of annoying.
Heckin' rude.
Carriers have really changed the exploration game with that, because before carriers, if you were way out in the black and found something, the chances of somebody else being nearby enough to do anything with it was kind of slim.
Yeah,
Places to
there's
hand in
definitely no
everything.
more of the like going on an expedition and banking all of that data, you know, for the huge payoff at the end.
Departure confirmed.
But on the flip side of it, like a lot of that risk is also removed as well. So
Yeah, like, we probably wouldn't be doing canyon races mid-expedition.
You said it'd be
if
going a
we-
lot slower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took my DBX to Beagle Point and Salome's Reach last year, and when I got there I found a bunch of fleet carriers and I thought I just can't be bothered flying all the way back to the bubble, so I landed in all the data and then suicided back to the bubble. Just couldn't face the journey back.
I really I have yet to complete a full journey in the same ship. Like Distant Worlds 2, I got all the way out to Beagle Point in this Anaconda, and flew all the way back to Colonia, and then suicided back to the bubble. I was just done. But each time I did it, like I don't know why, but I'm particular. Like I went to Colonia and I docked my